Probably the like-minded sort of people around me. You know, my colleagues and everyone around is sort of a good mate now. So that's probably the best thing, the people.
Favourite thing, I think the collaboration piece for me in particular. My days filled with speaking to so many different offices and the networking and the relationships that you form on the back of that. So benefits for me, I think, you know, there is that because of the collaboration piece with different offices. You know, get a chance to visit all these great places in the world: Paris, Copenhagen, Abu Dhabi, Dubai. Potentially looking at going over to Africa in the coming months. We've got some great clients over there that we're looking to open up further. You know, been to Romania in just 12 months' time. So that to me is a major benefit of the fact that the business will support you to go here, there and everywhere.
International exposure, I think, is something that for me has always been you know, top of the list. And that ability that then gives us, both in my role, but also right through to our consultants, to travel, to experience new cultures, look at how businesses operate in different environments, is absolutely incredible.
Having been somewhere else previously in recruitment for a long time, I think within NES actually they recognise the sort of art that there is in doing a deal and the complexities that come with that.
The success is coming and we are increasing our revenue across our teams, but also it's been fun on the way with like-minded people that it's not all just work.
Working with candidates, getting people jobs, it is quite good. I think everyone knows someone who has struggled to get a job, has been out of work. So to be able to help even just one person at a time is just, you know, it feels quite good, it feels rewarding.
All the roles we get are very technical and I'm always learning about new different aspects of projects, of positions, and yeah, it keeps you on your toes because no 2 days are the same at NES.
I used to teach physics for 7 years and then kind of moving over into recruitment here and having that opportunity to be actively involved with sectors and industries and technologies that I used to teach as kind of, you know, what could happen in the future or what might happen or possible alternatives, to see them now actually being made into realities and being able to kind of almost contribute directly to them by finding the best talent in the market and pairing them with the companies that are actually making these things happen. It's brilliant. I really, really enjoy it.
NES seem like they're really forward thinking. We have access to a lot of tools to support us to do our job, you know, well. It doesn't seem like there's micromanagement, so you're left to your own devices and left to get on with your job, but the support is there if you need it.
There's the weekly benefits we get, such as free lunches, free breakfasts as well, which I really like. I love our days out, but I'd say one thing that really suits myself is the hybrid working, because a lot of the time me or my flatmate have to be home, and I think the fact that I can receive that at a young age and that NES offers so much flexibility in the sense that I don't have to start directly at 8, I can start between different timings, I can work from home if needed to. I like the flexibility that NES offers a lot.
Yeah, they do adapt quite a bit, for example, during Ramadan, so because I'm Muslim, they did allow us to take the 10 last days of Ramadan to work from home because they're the 10 most important days of Ramadan, and they know how important it is to be close to your faith and to your family during that time. They were very, very open and very nice about it. They did mention that it wasn't an issue at all for me to be able to work from home during that time. So I think that, yeah, they're quite open and very flexible when it comes to situations like this, and that's something that we can definitely highlight about NES.
Yeah, we can be in the office and kind of learn from the people around you, but the fact that I can then work from home a couple of days a week just gives that kind of work-life balance that I think is absolutely essential. You know, I've got a 1-year-old daughter. It means that I can be really involved with her life. I can take her to nursery, start early in the morning, I can continue kind of later if I want to. Having that flexibility to kind of be present at home and be part of that family life, but also to kind of make the most of the professional opportunities and kind of develop that.
For someone making a start in the career of recruitment, you know, there is a defined sort of career structure and development plan to help people get from the first step to the next step onto the next. So there's opportunities whichever way you want your career to go.
The commission structure is one of the best I've seen in terms of always making you strive to do the best as you can. For the holidays, we've had an incentive where we were able to go to Lisbon and Budapest and Barcelona. So if you hit a certain threshold, you get to go and travel, all paid for by the company.
I mean, there's generally always, every month or so, there'll be a social in and around the office after hours, or we've even had 1 or 2 during office hours, which is great. But then there's also charity initiatives. The Belong group put together things on a sort of monthly or bi-monthly basis that you can take part in. I've helped organise mindfulness sessions before and educational talks. I think the next thing is a charity walk in May time, so I'm looking forward to that.
Well, it's apart from the weather, it's a beautiful city, and everyone is friendly, and just the opportunities in Manchester as well. Obviously, we work in a big team, and we do lots of different markets out of this office in Manchester, whereas some of the ones don't typically have as many different and large-scale projects. But in Manchester, we're quite fortunate to be looking after the majority of them.
People here want to support, want to help each other do well, and it really is a mindset around we are better and collectively stronger when we work in partnership. So that for me is probably the most impressive.